Do you like cake?
Yes.
Do you like my ass?
Yes.
Do you want to eat cake off my ass?
That was Will.
Welcome to
Wrestling's High Marks, the highest podcast
ever. I've got one question for everybody here tonight.
You got a joint?
Yes! Yes! Yes!
All right. I'm gonna get you high today.
Awesome!
My grandma drank all my pot.
Oh no!
I'm pregnant!
Oh no! No way, man.
Hi, Marks. Episode 2.
Yeah, week number 2. Hopefully, audio sticks again. Last week was a success.
Cheez here with Mojo and Cheez Man.
What's up?
Hey. Well, one of my personal notes I made to myself was to stop calling everyone their real name.
Yeah, well, whatever. It's gonna happen.
Ruin the whole theme of the show there.
It's kind of what happens when it's like we already knew each other to begin with.
You know, everyone's like, who the fuck's Aaron and when's Mojo gonna talk?
Yeah. We got a fill-in today, or what the hell's going on there?
Say what? Had to hire a couple of scabs to... They're standing. I forgot it bubbles.
Generally start with the biggest story of the week, but there kind of isn't one. I mean, Bruno Sammartino passed away. I don't have that strong of an opinion on it. I mean, of course, it's a bummer. I'm not happy a person died, but I wouldn't call myself like a Bruno fan or anything.
Even
like
then,
that.
how could you really be bummed about it? The guy was 82 years old.
Yeah, it won't
I kept on thinking
like I was a big fan and I'm
about
heartbroken
the Roddy
and shit.
Pipers and all those other guys from the 80s, and Bruno outlived all of those guys.
Yeah, no shit.
Your Rick Rudes, your Brian Pillman.
Yep.
So I thought he did pretty good.
Yep, died of natural causes. Didn't have no shitty death. Didn't go out like poor fucking Bobby Heenan.
Way to hold off the Reaper.
Yeah.
We did have the superstar shake-up.
I said it right this time. All right. I didn't say superstar.
Superstar!
Sorry, Tom Phillips.
Yeah, I didn't fuck it up like Mouthfuck Tom did.
I was able to nail it.
It's kind of a shame he was the one messing that up, because he's one of my favorites that they have right now, actually. Their announced team is shit, but they got a couple good ones.
I've come around on him. I didn't like him at first, and I really didn't like Corey. And like looking back on him, I'm like, how did I not like Corey? He's fucking hilarious.
Corey's great. Morrow's the best of all, for sure.
I look at Corey as like he's trying to be a new version of Heenan.
Yeah, he's trying to be. He actually does it well. I've heard other people say that, too.
He had a great one-liner last week. I can't remember what it is right now, and that's good because it's in my notes, and we'll come to it eventually, and I'll mention it, but it was fucking funny.
I remember the Sheamus clearly hurt his knee one.
Oh, yeah, that was funny, too. Yeah.
You guys seen the video I posted of Morrow, the actual video coverage of Morrow calling a takeover?
Actually,
that was,
no, I don't think
oh, you didn't watch that?
I don't think
Oh, dude, that was fucking great. Like, I feel like they need to have a box in the corner of the screen from now on while the match is going on, just to show Morrow, because he's got such great reactions, and it's like, he sounds great already, but like to see him too, it's fucking great. It's like he truly does not know what's going on. Like, I seriously wonder if maybe they're like, dude, we're not telling you what's going on, just get out there and call the matches, because he's looking at it like a true fan. Like, he does not know what's going on. It's fucking great.
I absolutely love that guy. He is a badass. He's the closest we have to a JR that we're gonna get, probably. I love how he makes it like he actually adds to the show. He makes it more interesting. He calls it like it's a real sporting event, and what I mean by real is unscripted.
Yeah.
And then
Like
we
you said,
have
I wonder
rumors
if
like
they
Booker
don't
T
let him
coming
know.
back to the Raw.
Yeah, we don't need Booker T back.
Need Booker T back unless I need a good chuckle.
He can take his shucky ducky moment and shove it up his ass. Like, seriously, why would they even question it? Who really ever liked Booker doing commentary? Is it because he's, like, silly? Like, half of what's silly is really just him fucking up and trying to cover his ass. Oh, spot out some nonsense because I fucked up. Forgot my line.
I wish I'd have known this was going to come up because the last time he did do commentary, I was chatting with you online and I sent you a couple of great quotes he did, but it was actually a while back now and it would take me a minute to scroll and figure it out.
Yeah.
But I believe your standard response whenever I hit you with any of those is, "Oh, Booker."
Yeah. Oh, Booker.
Oh, Booker. When's it going to come together for him?
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. It's like I have to actually hear the bad quote before it kicks in. Oh, Booker.
It was something like, if you see a man and he has a gash, well, then you hit that or something like that. And I'm like, good God.
He don't want no bread. He don't want no water. He just want meat. Thanks, Booker.
That's not good sounding at all.
Oh, Booker.
Oh, Booker. I wish I knew the quote. I feel like I kind of butchered it, but it was something along the lines of a man having a gash and you got to hit that or you pound it or something like that. But it just, I don't know.
Pound it.
I guess I'll shut up now. But yeah.
Oops.
As far as the shakeup goes, I gotta say that SmackDown seems to have gotten the better end of the deal on this one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we gotta segue into the. Yeah. Sorry.
I had mentioned it earlier, and I was trying to bring it back around, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, SmackDown. Even though they got less people, it's probably even a better
Considerably
thing.
less.
But yeah, I think they came away the winner. I mean, obviously, to me, the biggest one coming to SmackDown anyway was Samoa Joe. That's gonna be fucking great.
That was the one that surprised me.
He's gonna tear ass.
Yeah,
over
who else
there.
is there that can even like keep up with a guy like that right now? I mean,
Yeah.
he's a fucking force, and on the mic too, he's a microphone killer. I love it.
Him and Miz over there on the same show.
And I have always liked him. I've liked him since the TNA days. And Joe was the man.
He had a down moment there in TNA. Like you said, you stopped watching towards the
did.
end, and by the end, I mean the end for me, which was like fucking 6 years ago. So, yeah, he was doing pretty bad there for a minute.
Well, I did not know that.
Just character-wise, they were fucking him up. Writing-wise, they had him with a dick tattoo on his face, basically, and it looked ridiculous.
Good times. Okay, well, I'm sorry I missed all that. That's a shame.
Shame.
So yeah, well, let's go ahead and run it down. Start it off at a
Yeah,
Raw.
I didn't know if I should just like list them off or I should like do each name and we offer an opinion on it or what.
Yeah,
But,
we could do that. I mean, obviously Raw opened up with Angle coming out and talking about the shakeup, and then he was interrupted by the first person to come over from SmackDown. Well, actually, the first one isn't even a damn wrestler. Jinder Mahal's little, I can't remember which Singh is it. Sunil Singh, that's it. Yeah, he comes out, interrupts to introduce the United States champion, Jinder Mahal. Which, I don't know, I'm kind of surprised about that. I didn't think they'd want to bring Jinder over to Raw, but they're like, hey, now they got both titles, so I was like, oh, shit.
It's not one of the ones I have a strong opinion on other than my general opinion of Mahal that it always has been, that I think he's like this potential total badass who they use really not the right way.
Right.
He's fucking terrifying looking. Anyone that's like that scary looking, it seems like you should be accomplishing something to me. I don't know.
Maybe it's just because he sucks on the mic.
That
He's got to be the stereotype. Like, stop coming down with the fucking thing in your head. We don't need the fucking Indian style music.
I agree with that, but I also like wonder if maybe like their polling information, like Americans don't want to hear a dude who, talks like a terrorist,
right,
or whatever.
Well,
that reminds
Kevin
them
Dunn
of a
doesn't care
terrorist.
what you think, G-Wiz.
Because you know how stupid people are.
Right.
Kevin Dunn likes that shit, though.
Yeah. Well, let's fucking stereotype the shit out of him, because that's what we do. That's what we're known for.
Just ask Asuka. Just ask Shinsuke. Dick punch.
I'm surprised they don't make Shinsuke come out and prepare fucking sushi for the crowd.
So Ginger comes prepare sushi. You can watch him make the food right in front of you. It's fucking amazing. He does ninja tricks with the knives.
It's like a fucking Benihana.
Fucking juggles them and shit. And he has this wooden utensil that I don't even know the name of it, but he uses it for everything.
So they got him doing between matches. He's up working one of the fucking. He's in the food court and shit.
Okay, who ordered the shitty pork?
So yeah, Jinder comes out and says he's better than everything that was on SmackDown, and he's better than everything that's on Raw.
Complaining about
Oh yeah,
not getting a limousine. He had to ride.
I had to ride in an SUV.
He had to ride in an SUV instead of a limousine. I thought that was pretty funny. Angle's like, well, you're going to defend your title now. And we're treated to our next little surprise there.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff Hardy was already on Raw, but yeah, I didn't expect Jeff Hardy to come out, really.
I just meant it was a surprise.
Yeah, it was.
He's back. He's here.
It was kind of even more.
We knew he was around, but here he goes.
Well, I mean, he was already out with fucking Finn and shit with his rainbow sleeves and shit the week before. But yeah, I didn't see that coming. And then to have him beat Jinder and win the title, didn't see that coming even more. So at that point, I figure, okay, well, the United States title's staying on Raw, so pretty much a dead giveaway. Miz is going to win the fucking Intercontinental title.
Did anybody else think that match was actually pretty awful and that they both sucked? I mean, that's the only note I mean. This is not a good match by either party.
That Kurt Angle wasn't out there and the crowd was still chanting, "You suck."
Right.
So yeah, then Jinder invokes his rematch clause for the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And he's interrupted by No Way Jose. That guy.
No way.
There is no way.
But, Cheesy Jose and his burrito bunch.
But really, nothing really comes of it. He just happens to come out there and do his little deal around the ring.
Right. That's all he's going to do for now.
That's what I said about the ending of the next match.
Oh, no. Next shake-up here is the Riot Squad.
Yeah. I think that's a win for Raw, actually.
No, you know what? You're right. We're probably just going to have to cover Raw while we're doing this because we can't go back to it. Okay. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Sasha and Bailey had a very sloppy match.
Yeah.
And it was almost like, thank you, Riot Squad.
Right.
For killing this.
Yep. And like I said, I think that fucking, I can't remember, Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan, they're not good. But Ruby Riot's fucking great.
She is.
So that's kind of like a win for Raw. Because, well, I guess we'll get to that later, but Absolution ends up switching over to SmackDown. So it's like they traded two shits for two shits and a good.
And just to tack a little storyline onto that, that was supposed to be the grudge match to hammer out their differences between Bailey and Sasha, and then it was interrupted by these chicks, and they didn't settle anything, so that's not over yet.
Oh, we'll see. Now they might just fucking, oh, I forgive you. Let's team up and take out these bitches who destroyed us. Yeah. They got to get a third in there somewhere, though.
These bitches who destroyed us.
That's what they do.
All right, after that, on Raw, Slater and Rhino came out, and so I'm immediately thinking, okay, who's going to destroy them?
Right. Who's going to destroy them and defile their corpses this week?
Who's about to win in a 25-second squash match? And it's the Authors of Pain.
Yep.
Newly called up from NXT. Not like making their debut now, but newly called up. And it didn't end up being a squash match, but it wasn't a super long match either.
No, didn't last long.
And Razor said something to Slater about smelling like a camel turd.
Yeah, that seems...
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
I'm just
he looks like that might be
him.
fair.
But the way that he was looking at Slater and sort of sniffing the air...
If you had to, like, imagine what a camel turd would smell like, and then you look at Slater, you think it's probably fair. AOP with the victory there.
Fucking Irish camel.
Working their way up the tag team ranks.
Yeah. They'll keep doing this for a minute. Yep. They'll put him up against somebody real in, I don't know, another month or so, probably.
Start a program with them or something.
Yeah. Maybe one of these terrible fucking tag teams they took.
Okay, this next segment's actually a pretty big deal. It was probably the biggest deal.
On Raw.
The Miz and the Miztourage come a wandering out there, and Brings out Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Big surprise.
Do a little promo piece there. And
Which at first it's like, what the fuck? They just had matches last week and didn't win, and they weren't supposed to get a contract. Like, what the fuck is this about? This is dumb. And then Sammy whips out the note.
Yeah, it does actually get explained because I was thinking the same thing. But Kurt Angle interrupts like, hey, no, y'all can't be here. I told you, blah, blah, blah. I did not offer you a contract, blah, blah, blah. And that's when Sammy presents his note, or a printed out email is actually what it is.
Yeah. Let's call it what it really was. It was a fuck you from Stephanie McMahon.
It was probably a blank piece of paper, but it stated hypothetically that Stephanie overruled Angle's decision and issued contracts to
fucking
Kayla
Sammy got bored and it was a stick figure with titties.
Right.
Stephanie
dude
McMahon.
hanging himself like
Stickity McMahon. Stiffney.
So Kurt slaps him back with the earth-shattering announcement that the Miz is going to SmackDown.
Yep. And also, he is not taking the Mr. Raj with him.
Yeah,
they will be staying.
That is correct.
That's kind of weak. Curious to see how that plays out, I guess. But Miz does better when he's got someone else to play off of. He's good on his own, but to be honest, he's way better when he's got someone to bounce back and forth with, whether it be the Mr. Raj or even just fucking Maurice.
And then they make them and the announcement that they're gonna face this all-star team of Finn, Rollins, Braun, Bobby Lashley, and a to be announced.
Yeah, the super surprise.
For the main event of the night.
Yeah, that little piece of TV makes Owens and Zayn official. It makes The Miz to SmackDown official. And yeah, like he said, it lines up the 10-man tag team match that no one cares about.
Yeah. That you knew who was going to win, obviously. I mean, didn't matter who the surprise superstar could have been Hornswoggle, and that team was going to fucking win that match.
You could have just had Braun and Bobby Lashley, and they were going to win that match.
Saying that was one-sided as hell.
I was like, okay, it's going to be Cass. And then they said he'll be making his Raw debut. And then I thought about it a minute, and I have my hypothetical witness Will, who you all, you swear by his word, but I called it was going to be Bobby Roode, and it was. I really did, though, seriously. It's not like that's even that monumental of a call, and I think you called it, too.
Yep.
So, okay, it was there, but really, that happened.
I said it was going to be Orton or Rude.
I also have a huge cock, I swear.
Well, ask your girlfriend, but only Will's seen your girlfriend, unfortunately.
Yeah, that Will, he's, man, I fucking pin everything on that guy, but that did happen. He's also the reason I don't have any drugs today.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All right, so we got the Revival
The
versus
imaginary scapegoat.
Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. This is the tag team tournament semifinal match to see who gets to face the Bar. Or the Boar. I called them the right thing by accident. I meant to call them the Boar.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty clear and obvious that Hardy and Bray were going to go over in this one.
I did too.
I was surprised that it almost seemed like a squash.
Yeah. I wasn't that surprised. I mean,
I wasn't surprised, but it was pretty squashy.
Yeah.
And they're trying to get Bray and Matt into fucking stratosphere here. I get it.
yeah, and they go on to face the Bar.
At the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Which, now we know the Bar is going to be in SmackDown, so
Yes.
it becomes pretty obvious where that's going to go.
You just ruined the next segment, dude.
But, all right, after that, what was that?
Kurt Angle backstage promo with Ronda Rousey, and then Natalya pops in. Natalya
Yay.
is coming over to Raw. I'm a big fan of Natalya, though. She can wrestle like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
As the ladies go, she's one of the best.
Yeah, she's a good worker for sure. I mean,
And I
she'll
think
help
she's
Ronda a
there,
bit.
Yeah, like what you just said, to help Ronda. Because
Yeah.
if they've worked out in the past together.
And she's already kind of been there to put other people over, it seems like, anyway.
Yeah, she'll
Not
help,
at Raw, but
she'll help build a little bit of a character for Ronda, help get the crowd in with her, and then eventually she'll turn on her, and they'll have their feud probably somewhere around fucking SummerSlam. Yep. So that's predictable.
the match after that was just a great women's match. It was Ember Moon versus Mickie James, and two good wrestlers. It almost had to be good, but it was great.
Mickey's fucking great.
Mickey,
I didn't even think of that till now.
I made a special note that Mickey made Ember look great. Now Ember's already a badass, but she made her look fucking incredible.
The way that she took that finisher at the end,
Jesus fuck,
she sold
it
fuck out of that Eclipse.
It's
That was great.
I hope anyone can ever make it look like that again, because that'll be the move that people are talking about.
Yeah, we'll be seeing replays of that one here and there off for a while, probably.
Mickey surprisingly did blow an arm drag takedown, and it could have actually really fucked her arm up real bad, but it didn't. It just looked really scary, but she was fine.
Yeah.
Other than that sick match, they had Nia Jax on commentary with the team. Alexa was supposed to appear as well.
Yeah, she popped up in a little bubble.
Nia's
the bully.
Call her bully.
I'm not coming out because she's the
I wrote
bully.
Again, because you keep saying that every week when she's clearly the bully. I love her little angle, actually. It's kind of funny. She's like the one saying all the mean shit and then accusing the
Nia's
chick
the
she's
one
talking
clearly
shit.
being bullied.
Right.
She was kind of getting her over, so she was like, hey, I'm being bullied.
It's pretty funny. I actually like it. But
like me.
It is a little ridiculous, though. But Ember Moon with the win after that ridiculous Eclipse.
It was because of Mickey that was a great match.
I didn't think about it till just now, but we got Natalya and Mickey on the same roster.
That is nice.
So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of probably much better looking women's matches. Well, I'm just saying, you get they're the older ones who know what they're doing and can make just about anybody look good. So, I expect more from the women's division and Raw, that's for sure.
Probably a smart move to bring her up. I hadn't looked that far into it, and that's a really good point because the women's division is a little shitty. I mean,
yeah,
it's
lacking a little bit.
There's not always a good match. It really depends on if one of the quote-unquote good ones are in there, so hopefully that'll help to kind of raise everybody's quality level a little bit.
We'll get some new talent being built up, hopefully.
Yes.
Mostly Ruby Riott, hopefully. I think Ruby Riott's going to be awesome.
Next we get a promo with Dolph Ziggler, this is his arrival on Raw.
Yeah. Which I still wonder, why is this dude in the company? Go off, take a break. Fucking hit New Japan for a minute if you want. Go do your comedy thing. Just go away for a minute, dude. You fucking teased us. We thought you were gone, and then you come back. You just laid down the title and come back for no reason.
That being that was really weird. But that being said, he is actually a pretty damn good worker.
When the Cheese Man started talking there, I for sure thought he was talking about Titus Worldwide.
Yeah, Titus Worldwide definitely needs to go away.
His promo was interrupted by Titus Worldwide. And that's when we learned that Drew McIntyre is also back. They team up to obliterate Titus Worldwide real quick in the ring there.
I'm intrigued by that. It's going to be a cool tag team.
Are they a tag team? Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
That would be cool.
I was actually outside talking to Mojo about this earlier. Thinking back, I don't remember Dolph Ziggler ever being in a tag team. I mean, outside when he was in the stable as Nikki and fucking Spirit Squad.
And it may have happened on a episode of Raw for some one match or whatever, but not an official active tag team.
Yeah. Although I kind of wish Drew McIntyre would have got to do his own thing when he was first coming up, but I guess this will be interesting. I'm not gonna shit on it. I got hope for it, I guess.
Then at that point, I'm going to lead us into the next one because it was the point in the show that I always wait for, and I was so stoked. And there he was. Roman Reigns came out for a promo. It was awesome.
Yay.
Cuts a quick little promo about his cage match at the Greatest Royal Rumble. And he's interrupted by Samoa Joe, runs some smack about their match at Backlash, which kind of, it's weird that they're doing two different things at once here, but I get it.
Right. That's whatever. I'm happy anytime I can see Joe, especially if he's coming out to fucking bitch out Roman Reigns.
He rolls a video package of Brock Lesnar and Joe kicking Roman's ass at various points. Just a nice little collection of him being beat down.
Yep.
But no touchy.
Yeah.
No touchy.
Good. Keep it that way.
That's exactly right. They do not touch, and that's
They're
what
building
you want.
it right for once. Holy shit. Although Roman still sucks.
I keep on wondering about how they kept on building this, and then we find out, not going too far ahead, but Samoa Joe going to SmackDown.
Yeah.
I thought that was weird, too.
After 2 weeks in a row of him basically coming out and saying, Roman, you suck. I've beaten you every time, Roman.
Yep.
Did I mention you suck, Roman?
It was pretty odd timing, but, I mean...
Yeah. So, obviously he's going to lose because Roman... Well, we'll get to that later. We'll get into that later. Fuck it. But... So, yeah. Joe comes out, runs the thing. Acts like he's going to get in the ring with him. Decides not to. Leaves. That's the end.
Yep, literally that. End of segment. And up next we got Absolution without Paige. There's no Paige, obviously, for clear and obvious reasons. Which at that point I figured they might, change the name or call him something different, but they didn't.
Right, or at least use some different fucking music.
Yeah.
No, they're still coming out to Paige's music.
And we get Mandy Rose versus Natalya.
The second week in a row now we've got Mandy Rose. Sonya Deville's getting no work.
I just got a couple notes. Stiff knee from Rose, nice bump outside. So
yeah, Rose has
must
been
have happened
decent,
once.
actually. She's better than I thought she would be.
And then Sonya and Mandy jump Natalya, and they're giving her the old classic beat down, and out comes Ronda Rousey to help her out, which I didn't see that coming.
Then they both bail.
No one's gonna laugh at
And
that.
then
I didn't see it coming.
yeah.
All right. Never
Okay. Yeah, no one's seen that coming.
Okay.
Oh wait, the blind neighbor next door just said he's seen that coming.
Ronda kicks Sonya's fucking ass, and then fucking
Yeah, Sonya was like, oh yeah. Mandy talked her up into it too, pretty much. She's like, yeah, go in there, take her. You can get her.
she
Fuck that bitch.
takes her the motherfuck down
Yeah.
hard.
Sound the rape porn.
All right, we got Breezango versus the Bar here. It was nice to hear that the "You Look Stupid" chants carried over to the other show.
Good God.
In fact, the "You Look Stupid" chants, Michael Cole referenced them as familiar chants for Sheamus.
Yeah, it's kind of old, actually. I wish the crowd would stop with it.
Well, he didn't cut his hair yet, so I don't think they're giving up on this one.
Yeah, but yeah, that one's old to me.
Hey, the fans have spoken, man.
Yeah, fuck the fans.
Fuck the fans, indeed.
Some of these fans like John Cena and Roman Reigns, so I'm not really worried about what they think.
Yeah, to read some of the comments on Twitter is pretty awesome. It's like, you don't really think that, do you? But they do.
Wrestling's still real to me.
It's still real. Breezango with the win.
Surprisingly, I didn't see that coming.
The only reason I did is because it was...
Still, it's Breezango. I figured they'd lose.
That's fair.
It's what they do.
I mean...
I literally cannot remember the
right.
last time they won a match.
We get Elias doing a promo backstage with Renee Young, my girl.
And then we have...
He's decided not to play tonight. And because this small, rinky-dink dirtbag of a town, Hartford, is too small time.
Love Elias.
I laughed about that for about 5 minutes. I mean, Hartford's a reasonably big city. He runs some smack on Lashley, which seems like a bad idea. I mean, he
Starts to play his song, and Renee just cuts him off and throws it back to the team. I was laughing for 5 minutes after the segment. I'm telling you, it was fucking great. Everything about it was great.
Yeah, that was a great segment.
just a little segment, but it was so full.
I like how Renee's
fucking funny.
Renee's becoming more involved with these interviews with Elias. It's like her and Elias got their own angle type going here. It's like 2 weeks, 3 weeks in a row or some shit now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm digging it. It's great.
It really is. All right, and then that brings us to the main event there. We got
KO, Sammy, The Miz, and the Taraj against Balor, Rollins, Lashley, Braun Strowman, and mystery opponent.
Taraj syndrome.
Taraj. I got Tarages. I can't help it. Be a lackey for some other dude. Which was Bobby Roode. Okay.
Yeah.
Probably, I guess, look, if I guess it, then
Yay.
maybe more people did than I thought, and I should just shut up about it. But
It's glorious to get him off SmackDown for now, I guess.
yeah, and they didn't change his gimmick at all. That's fine.
No.
Whatever.
Balor was in his old gear.
Yeah.
No more rainbows.
Yeah, same with Jeff Hardy earlier in the night. Rainbows were gone.
Yep. The
Taraj turns on The Miz,
which I didn't expect, but okay.
It was the last night, so I guess.
it's not a surprise
Still,
because of that,
What
but
the
I
fuck
didn't
do
think
they
they
do
would.
after this?
Right. Well,
Mr. Raj didn't want to face any of those all-stars.
They're going to
Well, no.
be
Axel and Dallas now. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Axel and Bo.
Axel and Bo meet
Braun
the
Strowman with the
unemployed line.
pin for the win, gets another meaningless courtesy win is what I wrote in my notes, because that's
Yeah.
all they give that beast of a man is he gets meaningless courtesy wins.
Yeah, I was thinking at the time, like, that'd be his last win on Raw. And I'm thinking this guy's going to SmackDown. Because
I wanted him to.
Roman's fucking running Raw, and
Yes.
nothing's going to fucking change that.
I wanted him to get Roman and Lesnar out of his life, but it didn't happen. Superstar shakeup continues. Night 2 on SmackDown. The show opens with a video promo package of Nakamura highlighting his heel behavior, basically all his recent events.
Yeah, his dick punching highlights.
AJ comes out to the ring and cuts a promo and challenges him. And the response comes immediately, but in the form of Aiden English and Rusev. Okay.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to leave the ring until he got Nakamura, but instead we get AJ versus Rusev pretty much right after that.
Yep. And pretty much right after the match started, Aiden English got involved, and the match was thrown out.
Immediately, I underlined it. It was like 15 seconds. He
Yeah.
immediately locks on a calf crusher, and then, yeah, all that shit happened.
Yep.
Daniel Bryan to the rescue.
Yep. And then
Yay!
that's. Oh, I was kind of surprised, I guess, to see this turn into a tag team match, but
A little bit anyway.
Aiden English seemed a little out of place in there, but whatever.
Yeah, the next segment you get Shane and Paige, and it lines that up. Yep.
Yeah. Boo. And when they have this stupid, ridiculous fucking Teddy Long throwback moment. Their little dance. That shit was dumb.
Holla holla.
I don't remember.
I have no recollection of this event.
I must have misremembered that, sir. We get a promo from Shelton Benjamin where he does a little half-heel turn on Chad. He claims his Twitter account was hacked, and he was not congratulating
Yeah.
Chad Gable. And
Basically, like, fuck Chad Gable.
he calls out big competition. He wants to challenge the big competition, and so
Now this part coming up.
yeah.
Now that seems hacked.
Okay. Out comes Randy Orton, and we're like, oh, okay. I guess that's big competition. Sure, well, why not? But then immediately out comes Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, what the hell's
What?
going on here? So it's
So Jeff Hardy.
Benjamin versus Hardy is the match. What the hell happened to Randy Orton? I don't know. He must have
Right.
been...
And when the Jeff Hardy's like, hey, guess what? I'm on SmackDown now. Fuck you, Randy Orton. I'm taking this match.
He must have heard voices in his head or something.
Yeah, so then I seen that, and I was like, I'll be damned. Fucking United States title right back to SmackDown.
So we got Shelton, Benjamin versus Hardy, and then meh. So that's 2 Hardy matches in a row that haven't did it for me. But I mean, I'm not talking shit about the guy. He just got back.
Yeah. 40.
And he's 125 years old now.
He's a man. He's 40.
Right. I gotta put that fucking drop in there. I'll find it.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
We get a Miz promo, but it's like live via satellite or whatever
Yeah.
from his home with his family in L.A. or what the hell ever.
Yep.
There is a note or whatever he announces or whatever happens that he'll be premiering next week on SmackDown. So we do got that to look forward to.
Yep. Like I said, I'm curious to see what they do with him. Him out there by himself, I'm a little worried, but who knows?
I feel good things with a big push for Miz to lead up to a Daniel Bryan and Miz match at SummerSlam.
Oh, yeah. That's going to happen. That's
But
the main
I think
reason.
they want to put a little more behind it, like give Miz one of those championships.
Yeah. That
So
was
when
part of
Daniel
the-
Bryan does face Miz, it's more than just a grudge.
No, I think they'll
This
stick
time,
to just a grudge.
it means something.
No, it means enough as it is. I think they're just gonna stick to it. Just a grudge.
We're treated to a couple of squash matches in a row. We get Jey Uso versus Harper. It's, I don't know, like 25 seconds or something.
Yeah.
And the quote-unquote bludgeoning continues after the match. You know.
Yeah.
The only
Get Samoa Joe versus... Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have something to say about that?
just the wasn't necessarily the match, but after the match, Naomi actually has to come out and save her man from the Hammer Brothers because short stacks weren't enough.
Short stacks.
Fair enough.
I do not remember that, honestly.
I
I must have started doing
I
something
actually
else.
probably zoned out or was
Yeah.
maybe looking on eBay
I was
for
like, oh, Bludgeon
Jason
Brothers.
Tatum
I'm
cards or something by
Yeah.
that point.
Go fold this laundry.
Get Samoa Joe versus Sin Cara, which
Sin Cara.
squash soup. Anybody?
Where the hell's
Really?
Sin Cara been?
No idea, but
Looking a little. Apparently, he's been eating catering. Lots
Yeah.
and lots of catering.
yeah, well, we
That
made lots of jokes.
is
I wish
where
I had
Sin
that. I wish
Cara
I could
was.
pull it up and read a few of the gems. We come up with some good ones.
Sin carbs.
Sin Caramel was one of them.
Sin caramel.
I know there was other ones. And then we get a promo with Renee again, which are generally my favorite promos because
Roro.
I like Renee.
Renee's great.
With Daniel Bryan and Big Cass. Big Cass
Yeah.
is there. I keep doing that because I wrote all the new dudes' names in capital letters, and so I'm like hyping myself up with it.
Fucking Jim. By God,
yeah,
it's
he is-
bitch Big Cass.
He has returned from injury. He is on SmackDown. Nothing really happens or comes of it. It's just that.
Yeah, also you what all the fuss is about. And he walks away.
And after
Okay.
that, it is time for a celebration.
I'd rather celebrate her retirement.
We get an extended promo
Can we get her in a match with Sasha?
with a video package that was clearly put together by her to make, her look like what she is. Out comes Charlotte. She cuts promo on her. Out come the Iconics. I know it's just Iconics within. It's supposed to be a Roman numeral 2, but I'm going to say II because it's funny. Scuffle ensues naturally,
Call them the Pirates.
and that lines up.
Mind you, this
Charlotte
segment went
versus
on for
Billy
forever.
Kay. Yes, it did. Good lord! Like I said, extended promo with video package. I'm like, good lord, this really is a
I
celebration.
vaguely remember that. Maybe I was folding more laundry at that time. I don't know.
Well, there's times when I'm like, those people who are doing laundry are lucky as fuck, and this was one of them. I wish I had laundry, but I wear the same clothes every day.
Yeah. We've noticed. I was starting to think you're gonna say Will does your laundry.
Will does my laundry.
That's why it never gets done.
Look, the only reason I had to watch this match is because Will hadn't done my laundry, so I didn't want to go anywhere because I was wearing dirty clothes. We got Charlotte versus Billie Kay. Charlotte's going to pull out the win with a figure four. Look, I'm just kind of skipping over these because it was a really none of the matches mattered on the show.
Yeah, nothing was interesting about it.
Carmella and the Iconics jumped Charlotte after the match, and then Becky to the rescue, but that's not enough, and then Asuka to the rescue of Becky and Charlotte. Okay.
And SmackDown.
Right.
Yeah,
She's
making
on
her
SmackDown now. Oh my
debut.
God.
Yeah.
All right.
Asuka, SmackDown.
Then we get a promo.
SmackDown not ready for Asuka.
Does anybody got any more on Asuka? I didn't mean to just gloss over her, but I feel like I'm not that interested in her anymore, and she's going to have to do a little more rehabbing.
I wanted her to go to SmackDown, but I also wanted Charlotte to go to Raw.
Yeah,
And
so.
they're both over there. It's kind of like, oh, what the fuck?
Wah, wah.
And then I hear
Okay.
that she's going to be in her first match is going to be with Becky in a tag match. Probably
Yay.
against the Iconics.
That's going to be fucking iconic as fuck.
It makes me wonder if Theodore Long really was back there booking the fucking matches that night.
Theodore, I love that you call him Theodore. We get the Boar live via satellite. They're coming to SmackDown, is what I guess, but we already discussed that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hey, Mojo, wake up over there. We have more segments. Would somebody get this
I
guy
see
some-
them on TV. It's like,
Look, we have to talk about the bar more. So would somebody get this guy some coffee and cocaine?
it's one of my most searched things on YouTube because it's like I have trouble sleeping at night. It's like the bar. Pull up one of their promos. And
Bar
I'm out.
interviews.
Yep. I'm out in no time.
I've got a playlist I can send you.
Either that or comedy by Dane Cook will put me right to sleep. Next segment, we get R-Truth.
Why?
Wandering around backstage. He's
New Day runs into
What-
him.
was
he's
he
under the
supposed to be
impression
on
it's
Raw?
Monday.
Yeah.
He thinks he's on Raw.
At least we all on Raw.
They explain to him that it's Tuesday, and he says, "See you tomorrow," and leaves.
No. Ty
So-
Dillinger and him had that little handshake. They walked out and seen each other like they had beef, and then did this super secret handshake.
I don't know how this impacted you guys, but I was like, okay, what just happened here? And I actually had to look up on the internet later that evening, is R-Truth on SmackDown or
Did
what?
they just swerve us? Like, is he still on Raw? He was just fucking got bad
didn't
directions.
make it clear. It really didn't. I literally had to fucking Google it, which I did, and yes, he's on SmackDown.
Fuck, I ended up on SmackDown.
So he got
It'd be
me.
great if it wasn't even supposed
It
to
was
be that way.
funny.
He just wandered on the set.
I totally marked out on that one. He got me. Very funny. So yeah, we got R-Truth. I didn't capitalize it, and so I forgot to do the emphasis thing, but that's all right.
Yep. Gain another jobber.
Yeah. Okay. Brings us to the main event of the evening. So AJ Styles and that's AJ Stars and Daniel Bryan versus Rusev and Aiden English.
Yep.
It's a pretty uneventful match until Nakamura low blows AJ again here. And,
Comes out of nowhere. Dick punch out of nowhere.
And then Cass pops up and he's delivering the big boot to Daniel Bryan.
Yep.
And
I don't like that.
And a very happy ending to
Why are we-
SmackDown.
Why are they putting Cass and Bryan against each other? Like, Cass is big.
he's
He's
like
not the
one of the
fucking
biggest
smoothest
dudes.
guy. He's still kind of green. And you're going to put him against Daniel Bryan. Like, no. He's supposed to keep Daniel Bryan safe, not throw him in front of the fucking oncoming train. But, yeah, that's WWE. I think they have a vendetta.
At which point we get Nakamura asked why he keeps on doing all these things, and he says, "No speak English."
No more children for Edge.
To which Corey says, "What a tragedy! Can you imagine forgetting an entire language?"
That was great.
There it was.
That's the one-liner that I couldn't remember
Yeah.
earlier. That shit, I was like, "Did you hear what he just said?" He said, "Can you imagine forgetting an entire language? What a tragedy! That fucking guy. That is so
Poor fucking
Heenan-esque.
Shinsuke. Yeah.
That is a Heenan.
That's definitely.
Oh,
That's
him
fucking
top
channeling
that
great,
off
man.
was later, like 2 days later, I think I saw a tweet from Corey, and it was responding to a Nakamura tweet, and he goes, "There's still hope. You still can type English."
Can you imagine? I didn't even write down if anybody won that. I think it was just a no contest.
All right, so yeah, to run down the
Quick recap of the shakeup here.
yeah, so Raw ended up with Jinder. This yay or a boo on Jinder and Raw.
Yeah.
Probably yay for him.
Yeah, let's
I
see
don't-
how he fits in. I won't call it a boo.
I don't have an opinion one way or the other yet. I want
Never-
to see how it goes.
Yeah, never a yay when it comes to Jinder, really. But
Me neither.
and the Riot Squad. Like I said, even though two of them suck, Ruby Riot's great.
I like Ruby
I
Riot.
think she's got a lot of potential. So
Ruby Riot, yay.
and
Nah.
KO and Sammy, that's a yay.
I'll take it.
I like that they're keeping them together still. Keep them heel. Although we'll see. I don't know. I can kind of see that ending by SummerSlam.
All right, are we doing Breezango as one, or do you want to do them individually?
We'll do it as one.
All right. Meh.
Yeah. I mean, I've already said before, Tyler
Breeze
Breeze
is
is
okay.
great in NXT. They just fucked him up on main roster.
I agree. That actually happens
Yeah.
a lot.
As far as Fandango, who cares? The guy was. I've never been a fan of Fandango. Even when he was Johnny Curtis, he was awful. He had one of the fucking shortest premieres ever. Like, I remember his very first premiere on the main roster. They built him up with these little promos for fucking weeks, and then he came out. In his very first match, he got squashed by like Kane or something.
Yeah, I guess they knew why they brought him there.
Yes, and then they sent his ass back to NXT, and then he came back as Fandango.
Well, okay.
And the
Well,
only reason that went anywhere is because of the stupid fucking song and dance. But anyway, that's
Fandango.
Then we got Zack Ryder. That one wasn't on the show, but who cares, right?
look, Tony Schiavone loves that guy for some reason. I don't.
Yeah, no one seems to care about Zack Ryder, but all right.
Next.
Natalia.
It's a yay for me.
Yeah, I'll give it a
I think
yay.
it's a good idea bringing her over.
No,
I think it's actually, of all the moves, that was probably the best one for Raw.
right. Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre.
If they're going to be a tag team, I'm all about the yays.
Yeah, I'm intrigued
Yep.
by that one. I think that's gonna be good. Baron Corbin. They had a little promo, little video vignette there for him.
I keep on hearing
American Hairlines.
Hair Club for Men, but
Yeah.
I was gonna say Vince is really liking him some Baron Corbin.
No, of course.
He's
big
big.
and tattooed.
He's a large, tattooed,
So we can expect
Balding
the-
man.
assumedly
push.
heterosexual
He's
male.
got a baby
Of course
face and
Vince
he's
likes
balding.
him. Well, what are we doing? Yay or nay, or yay or boo, or what? Because I say boo. Fuck that guy. Anyway.
I'll go with a meh. Maybe they can do something better with him.
Yeah, I feel like he's just
Meh.
not entertaining. He doesn't.
Yeah, he's
entertain me.
not.
I'm going with Cheez. Meh.
He doesn't entertain me. Okay, then meh, whatever the thing was.
Meh.
The one that's not yay.
Yeah. Well, there's yay, meh, or boo.
Oh, okay. Well then,
You
boo.
can stick with boo.
I'll take the meh really, because he could potentially be something cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't be sad to hear that like he left WWE tomorrow or anything. So.
I guess that's a boo from you too. Then you can call that a meh, but that sounds like a boo.
Right.
Boo this man.
Connor and Victor the Ascension. I don't call that a boo because they're the same thing. Like WWE should just be showing them the door tomorrow.
Yep, they could have never existed and everything be fine.
And then we got Bobby Roode.
The glorious one.
Glorious. I'll give that a meh.
I'll give it a meh too. I'd like him to change the gimmick or heel turn him, or maybe continue the gimmick, but heel turn him to where like even the Jesus people are pissed about it now.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
Yeah, that's fine. He's got to go heel.
Yeah.
That's why I go meh.
Yep.
All right.
A lot of these are missed.
Because there's a
I'm gonna
possible heel turn. And I would really like that.
I'm going to bring this next one up. Mojo Rawley to Raw. Now, I'm sure everyone's a meh, but this guy, I don't know. He looks like he should be doing more than he's ever been given. He looks like the kind of guy that should be a wrestler. He should be doing something. I'll give it a meh, but
Yeah.
I feel
he won
like
the Andre the Giant Battle Royal one year, but I'm pretty convinced that was only because he knows Gronk, and they wanted to get Gronk in there.
I don't know if he's an awful worker or he's a douchebag or what the deal is, but it seems like they could have done a lot more with a dude that looks like that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's fucking scary looking, man. He looks like a wrestler.
Yeah. I mean, he was a big football player there for a while, so.
I just want to give him a little credit there.
But yeah, I guess I'll go with a meh on that.
I figured he would.
I like him.
I feel like he's a guy that you can't really blame him as much as what he's been given, which is hardly anything.
Right, yeah. So they're going to try to, I don't know, put a little more time into him as a heel. We'll see where it goes. Because since he's turned heel, it's like they haven't done shit with him. He just beats up Zack Ryder. And that I'm convinced that's the whole reason they brought Zack Ryder over to Raw, too.
To keep it going.
Yeah.
We gotta see more of this.
So, yeah, we signed Mojo's
Bring both
punching
of those sons of bitches.
Fucking.
Pin him, you son of a bitch.
Ring the bell!
Look at how good they look together. Magnificent bastards.
Then we get Mike Kanellis.
I don't know who that is.
Exactly.
Help me out here, kids. Who the fuck is I'm serious. Who's
I
Mike Kanellis?
knew him for a brief moment in TNA.
He was Mike Bennett in TNA. He's the husband of Maria Kanellis. Him and Maria had their return.
No shit.
I think he was in like 2 matches, and then he had to go to rehab.
I didn't put them together, but the names, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, well, okay.
Yeah, they came back as the power couple or some shit, and yeah, he had like 2 matches, had to go to rehab, and she got pregnant, so they both disappeared like right after showing up. But he's still on the roster because he had to go to WWE rehab, so they can't cut him now.
I'll go.
And then he was in that WrestleMania
Man,
Battle
'cause I
Royal
don't-
that we didn't notice him in there until he was getting thrown out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that guy. See, I already forgot
That
about
fucking
that.
guy, yes. Yeah.
Mike
Well,
Kanellis from here on forth, or from here forth, is known as that fucking guy.
Well, I mean, I want to. If I had any opinion, I'm gonna have to like not answer this one. I don't have a yay. Boo,
Yeah, you
or
don't
a
know
meh.
anything about the guy. I don't know
Because
much
he
about
may
him
be a
myself.
badass in a month, and then I look like a fucking idiot. So we'll just have to wait and see on that guy for me anyway.
Yeah, I don't know shit about him either.
And then Chad Gable's the last one on my list. Did I miss somebody?
Nope, that's
Okay.
the last one I got is Chad Gable, and
Yay.
yeah, I'll give him a yay.
I like him.
I have a feeling he's going to eventually end up back in the tag team with Jason Jordan.
I hope not. I hope it's the opposite. I hope there's a...
A feud between them.
Yeah, exactly, because you already got a story there. Like, Jason Jordan leaves, like, with no rhyme or reason.
Yeah.
And Chad Gable's supposedly seeing it online and everything. Oh, by the way, your partner's going off to Raw.
It's a great idea if they want to get Chad Gable over because, I mean, how much of the crowd fucking hates Jason Jordan?
Wow.
They could be happy at anybody.
Chad Gable?
It's like Roman
You
Reigns.
guys are
Get a
getting
good
me into this.
t-shirt.
I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, I don't like him either. Kick his ass, Chad.
Yeah. So
Fuck that
say
guy.
Jason Jordan's on that level of Roman Reigns, where it's like anybody that beats his ass is gonna be over. Doesn't matter who it is.
Pretty
Dude
much.
could walk through the crowd, fucking spit on your grandma and slap your mom, but as long as he goes into the ring and fucking beats the snot out of fucking Roman Reigns or Jason Jordan, you're gonna cheer for him. He's your favorite.
He could get Nicholas over.
Get Nicholas
I'm
beer.
sorry. All right, the SmackDown side of things here. Whereas there's much less quantity, there's what I would call quite a bit more quality on this list, and the bar's there too. So that's nice.
Yeah, the boer.
They got that going for them, which is nice.
Tag team division did get stronger on SmackDown. I can't pretend it didn't though.
We covered the Miz pretty good, but I would give it a yay. I'm cool with him wherever he's at, as long as he's still doing what I like to call Miz stuff. If he keeps doing that, I'm just like, all right.
I'm totally for this.
Yeah.
Especially knowing that this is going to go into a Daniel Bryan Miz feud.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just hope Maurice
It's
ends
another
up
cool
back at
thing.
his side again at some point.
I think we covered this either on the first one recorded that didn't get used or the one we did. I don't know, but I've never really seen Daniel Bryan wrestle prior to WrestleMania because I had quit watching and started watching again when he was already hurt. So I'm kind of, if it's going to be him and The Miz, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'll be a great feud.
I'll check it out.
But we had Jeff Hardy coming back with the U.S. title that we recently thought was going over to Raw.
It was a surprise to me because he was just on Raw the previous night. But I mean,
Yeah.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah, that's whatever. But I was kind of surprised with it because, Matt and Bray are still on Raw.
Yeah.
So now Jeff, I guess they eliminated the whole will there be a brother Nero thing.
Yeah, there will probably not be a brother, or at least not right now. But there were actually rumors about that, and you're right. I kind of forgot about that. But that was like, oh yeah, I guess they're not doing the thing.
Yeah, there will be no brother Nero.
Especially because they seem to be kind of putting together these little trios of people more and more. That
Yeah.
I thought that would actually work.
I think they should keep doing that and then make a trios title maybe.
I'm fine with that.
Like either create a new one, like a trios division, or just like turn the tag team into a trios title instead of having both. But I think it'd be something new and different for WWE anyway. I know Lucha Underground did it, and that was actually really fucking sweet. The trios title tournament was awesome.
They had a six-man tag belt in WCW too in the early '90s, but they just quit using it.
Yeah, see,
ROH and New Japan both have a 6-man.
See,
Yeah.
you were missing the boat here on some potentially cool matches.
Right.
I also, in the tag team realm of things, I keep on hearing rumors of a women's tag.
That would make sense, especially since they have so fucking many of them on the roster.
I was gonna say that might be a good idea, and they
Be a
can
great idea,
kind
actually.
of stick a worker with a hottie
Yeah.
to kind of get something going here. If you know
Yeah.
what I mean, like
Okay.
one worker, one hottie per team. I think
Yep.
that's a good idea.
I just thought of something.
On multiple
Speaking of
levels, that's a good idea.
The divas and tag teams about sanity, and the controversy of this is Nikki Cross still being down in NXT even though Sanity was called up.
Yeah, but I've heard that she is going to be on there or with Sanity when she's eventually called up, I guess. But they brought up so much female talent from NXT recently that they're going to keep her down there because they have nobody else.
Like, who do they have left? Shayna Baszler and
Fill in the blank.
Vanessa Bourne, who is like
Who's the one
a
that uses
training
her
dummy,
fucking
basically.
hair? She's gonna be a big star.
Oh, yeah. What is her name?
Is it something like Bianca Belair?
Yeah,
Bianca
that's
Belair,
it.
That's it. Yeah.
She's gonna be using her hair as a whip. That's gonna be her gimmick.
She actually, I mean, is a pretty okay but stiff wrestler. But it seems like a lot of the chicks are kind of stiff.
They got
Moon
Kari Sane.
is a stiffer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kari Sane's good.
No doubt.
I don't like her gimmick, but she's not a bad wrestler. I can't remember her
The
name right now.
only-
The blonde with the fuck that just fought Kari Sane. Lacey Evans.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Lacey Evans.
She's not bad. I don't care much for her gimmick, but she's not bad in the ring. Especially the way she ate that elbow.
She looks like Warrior's wife. I said that before. She looks just like fucking Dana Warrior.
Yeah.
Anyway. Like I was like, is that Dana Warrior? Like it looks that much
What was
like
Dana
her.
Warrior doing in the fucking ring? Okay, so Absolution. They're at SmackDown now with Paige as general manager, so that's dumb. Thought they were gonna put these two bitches on their own, but I guess not. We'll see what they do.
I
with
guess
that.
they sort of have room there with the Page thing that you were mentioning for
Yeah.
some kind of story.
Yeah, I get the feeling that they're gonna expect special treatment from Paige, but Paige is all babyface GM now, promoting her new movie, and she's not gonna give them that treatment, and they're gonna be all pissy with her. And shitty storyline will evolve from there.
Will you do your Paige impression again about how she would respond if they asked her for special treatment?
This is my house now. You don't get no special treatment.
Thank you. And I've been just talking about this move all week. Just kidding. I apparently missed it. I did not know that they were on SmackDown, and that's how prepared I am. I Googled the list
that
of
was a
transitions, too,
30-second
and it wasn't
picture
on
that
there,
they
so
showed.
Yeah.
I'm fucking fired, but I'm going to
And
write
that's
it
being
down
nice.
now, and then I'm going to cross it off
And then
immediately.
the star of it, in my opinion, Samoa Joe to SmackDown.
Yeah,
That's huge.
a big get.
I can't wait to.
Big get.
I hope he just fucking
That was
runs
the
roughshod through
surprise.
the roster.
Yeah, I like the landscape he's walking into. He don't have, the people that we mentioned earlier that are in Braun Strowman's way.
Yeah.
They're in Joe's way, too, and now none of them dudes are. He's kind of
Yeah.
like the guy. It'll be him in a title match soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with AJ and Shinsuke. If AJ beats Shinsuke again, then yeah, you'll see Joe versus AJ very soon,
Probably
probably.
in the next program.
And
for
they
sure.
worked together in NXT a lot, so that would make a lot of sense for those two to eventually be putting on main events together.
And two
That
guys
and
that can
Samoa
cut a
Joe
promo.
and AJ have had plenty of matches in TNA way back in the day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I might have said NXT earlier. But yeah, I meant TNA. Yeah, they got a lot of experience
Okay,
together,
yeah,
so.
okay. Because I thought he was just repeating what you said just now. I was like, no, he
Yeah.
just said that. But yeah, he said NXT
I did say
by
NXT.
mistake.
Yeah,
Okay,
I meant to
all
say
right.
TNA. My bad.
But yes, agreed. That's where I know the both of them dudes originally from was TNA, and I really liked them both. I had an AJ T-shirt that's worth like $160 now that I probably hung up on a wall with staples and then threw away. Okay,
Oops.
Whoopsie.
glad I
And,
did that.
Big Cass. I kind of don't really care.
Yep.
That jury's out on Big Cass. The fact they're putting him with Daniel Bryan, I guess, means they have a lot of hope for the guy.
It's
They think
like
he's gonna be big.
the smallest dude and the biggest dude are in the program, or looks
Yeah,
like they're gonna be
yeah,
in
it's
the
either they
program.
have a
That
lot of
makes
hope.
sense to me.
Yeah, either they have a lot of hope in Big Cass and they think he's gonna be something, or they're looking for a, David versus Goliath angle type thing.
Sure, which actually, that
as
seems
long as
possible
he
with
doesn't
Daniel Bryan.
look
They would do something
horrid,
Yeah,
I think him being with Daniel Bryan
I just hope he doesn't.
can only be a
fucking hurt.
good thing for him.
Yeah,
like that. For him, yeah.
yeah. I just hope he doesn't.
Because if he
fucking hurt
doesn't
Daniel
need to
Bryan.
win, but if he
Yeah,
looks
just
like
getting
he's
to work
about
with
to
Daniel
beat
Bryan.
Daniel Bryan at any time during the match,
Yep.
I'm probably one of the few people, or the only one here for sure, that likes his old spiel he had going with Enzo, but we know that's not. a
Yeah,
thing
but
for him.
then they broke those two up, and
I liked it though.
it became
It was
apparent that
entertaining. I would
Yeah.
like
oh yeah, him and Enzo together
do all
were
the words
fucking
along with him.
great.
And shit.
Yeah.
It was fun.
They were fun as hell as a tag team. But then when they broke them up and they did their little feud together, it became apparent very fast that Big Cass shouldn't be nowhere near a microphone.
Yeah, he's no charisma.
And if you think
but
about
he
it
is
too,
7 feet tall.
he's
yeah. Well,
he's
plus
a legitimate
Enzo,
7-footer.
yeah, Enzo took all the ass beating too, though, when they were together. Like the match was mostly Enzo,
Yeah.
getting his ass beat, and then
No, I
you get the hot
literally
tag.
meant the spiel they do is what
Oh,
I
yeah.
liked. I didn't.
No, I
really
just mean, like,
like
even in the
either
ring-
of them that much in ring.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Even in the
Enzo
ring,
was-
Cass isn't that great, and they covered it up even more because Enzo just got his ass beat the whole time, and then he did the hot tag to Cass. Cass would fucking run roughshod
Big
for
boot,
like
big
1
boot.
minute, and then he'd tag Enzo back in, and Enzo would jump off his shoulders for the pin.
Yep, that all sounds remarkably familiar.
So yeah, we'll see. I guess what Cass can do with the real chance here. And after that, we got Asuka. Yeah. The SmackDown women's roster seems a little overloaded now. I mean, you got Charlotte, Asuka, Becky, Naomi.
I just
Nah,
don't
I
like
guess
how
that's
they've how they ended the whole Asuka streak. I'm not over that yet, and I'm not very interested in Asuka because right now she kind of looks like a punk. So
Yeah.
we'll
and
see
have
what they
her
do with
in
her.
a tag team match, her first match in
Yep.
Awesome.
being buddies with
Yeah.
Charlotte.
She's all fucking.
who was evidently ready for Asuka.
Yeah. I could see them being buddies, and then the inevitable turn by Asuka. Asuka goes heel. And that'll probably be like another fucking SummerSlam type match.
I feel like that's a mistake anyway, but okay.
Yeah. Be Asuka and Charlotte round 2, and then Asuka get the win this time and get the title. We'll see. It's a long way off. Gallows and Anderson go to SmackDown. Back over with their buddy AJ.
These are guys that I'm a big fan of as people.
Yeah, outside of the ring, they're hilarious.
On podcasts, on episodes of like Right Along, we've
the many referenced already.
If you haven't watched that episode, then you should just get out of the wrestling business.
Yeah, get out of this freaking business.
Get out of this freaking business. That's what it is. Yeah, the guys are hilarious, and I think probably everyone's opinion on them is that they need to figure out a way to make that translate to their in-ring, in-wrestling personas.
Carl Anderson needs to stop screaming "He-ya" before he throws
kick. Oh my, he-ya, God, he sure does. It's almost like racist. It's literally almost racist, like he's doing like a ching-chang karate move. Look at me, I'm doing my karate. It's really weird. I don't like that at all. It's real off-putting.
It's borderline racist. The racist kick.
I want to like him. And I'm going to give him a yay because I want to like him. I'm interested to see if maybe they get used a little differently here. Maybe they get back together with AJ and do some AJ stuff. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yay if they do what you just said, get back with AJ. If not, I don't see them doing anything different than what was going on in Raw, unfortunately.
I think if they do end up with AJ, it's not going to be anytime real soon. AJ's got the title. He's hot right now on his own. They're not going to add 2 other guys in with him until it makes more sense.
Well, and like I said, we'll have to watch and see how they use them.
Yep. And then another tag team, The Bar, or The Boar, or the...
Wake up, everybody. We got a show to finish up here.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay.
Yeah. They came on and said they beat everybody on Raw. They talked about how they ended New Day's longest title run. So they're already talking a lot of shit, getting some beef going. Well, I don't like the tag team, but at the same time, it adds a little more credibility to what was already a decent tag team roster in SmackDown. So.
And they needed
it just accentuates how much worse their fucking champion is over there, though. Like, look at the Bludgeon Brothers compared to everybody else. Even fucking Gallows and Anderson right now, in my opinion. Gallows and Anderson aren't hot, but they're on the same level as the Bludgeon Brothers in my mind.
Sure.
So, well, we'll see where that goes.
It seems like they could be over. If they could captivate their own personalities. You know how the old stereotype is: your wrestling personality is you cranked up to 10.
Right.
Well, if they could crank themselves up to 10 and make it happen in the ring, I'm sure they'd be over because they're fucking hilarious guys.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it works out.
And they were like legendary in Japan. I don't know. Just some got lost in the translation, no pun intended.
Yep. And then we get a couple more call-ups from NXT. We're getting Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vegas.
Zelina, yes,
Vegas.
I've been calling
Vega.
her. I've been calling her Selena for I don't know
Zelina
months and
Vega
months here now. So it was nice to learn that it's Zelina and that I'm stupid.
I'm so glad they brought them up together. If they'd have brought Almas up by himself, that would have been
huge mistake.
Yeah, it'd been terrible.
When we learned that Andrade was on his way up, that was everyone here. I'm sure that was our caveat. You better bring Zelina with you, or else
otherwise, just
I don't
release
care
him.
about you, and you're gonna get your ass kicked all the time.
Right. So see that goes. Hopefully, he's not the next Alberto Del Rio.
I say yay. I like Andrade. His hammerlock DDT is fucking really cool looking. So. I like the dude.
The Meteora is not bad either. That running double knee in the corner.
And if you're Johnny Gargano and you can make it look like it just knocked you retarded, that's cool too.
Yeah.
It helps to have a guy like that to help you sell that.
Exactly. And then last but not least, we get a video. Sanity is coming. Kind of excited about that.
I actually have an opinion on this. I'm not surprised that they got called up, except I'm surprised that Killian Dane got called up already.
Oh no.
Just because it seems like he's a name I hadn't heard but a few times, and then boom, he was called up.
No, he's been down there for a while now.
But
Sanity itself has been down there for a while.
I like them. Though.
Yeah, they almost had to come up at this point. They were
Yeah, I didn't mean I don't like him.
right. Yeah, they
He's
definitely
a
run
big,
the course.
weird-looking,
in NXT.
hairy dude, but he does real good work. We actually spoke quite highly of him on the last episode, and I got nothing bad to say about the dude. I just didn't expect. And there's something about maybe how chubby he is that I thought maybe Vince wouldn't like. I know.
Right.
That's
No,
crazy
actually,
sounding, I know.
As I say, well, no, usually that was a standard before. He didn't want anything to do with the chubby guys, but if you look at the roster now, it's like he's actually kind of forgiving with it. You look at Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens and shit.
Yeah,
If
but
you can put on a match and move,
those
he's for
two
it.
guys are serious workers, too. I mean,
Yeah.
like
Well, shit.
undeniably good. But-
Killian Dane's fucking great for his size.
See,
so.
it sounded like I was
Exactly,
saying
and then-
he wasn't. I wasn't. I just
Right.
mean those
We
two
were
dudes you
talking
mentioned
about
are like
Killian Dane
two of the best workers in the business.
Yeah.
because of the ladder match at NXT.
Yeah.
Like, Joe is a big dude, but he moves
Yeah.
way.
Same with
way
KO.
fast. Yeah.
But, yeah. And that wraps up the
KO.
Superstar Shakeup.
Just a quick KO comment. That guy knows how to take a DDT.
Sell,
KO's a great
sell.
wrestler all around. He's great on the mic. He's great in the ring. He's one of the best, in my opinion.
And we've mentioned this also, but he's also great when he joins the commentary team.
Yes.
Always a lot of fun.
I say, if he ever stops wrestling, he better be a fucking commentator.
Especially
I hadn't
on
put that
Baron
kind of thought
Corbin
into it,
matches.
but you're right. He would be a lot of fun.
Or at the very least, a manager. That's something I think they should get back to. It's like more tag teams or wrestlers need more managers, goddammit.
Are there any who?
There's Paul Heyman.
But he's an advocate.
Yeah, advocate manager. He's the same fucking thing.
Yeah. Well,
But
he would have said that though.
and then Zelina's. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there was Lana, but she's not with Rusev anymore.
And she
And-
kind of like technically, occasionally, kind of quote unquote wrestles.
Yeah, but never with Rusev outside of the mixed tag match.
Ever?
No.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
And then you can't count Aiden because he wrestles. So yeah, there really are no managers anymore. I think that's something they should get back to. Especially considering how many fucking wrestlers they have that are great in the ring and suck dick on the mic.
Not to mention, I like managers, and they've added a lot to wrestling over the years. Like fucking
Yeah.
Heenan and Jimmy Hart, fucking Jim Cornette. They make it more fun.
Yeah, they really do.
And even-
they get involved to make you hate them and the fucking team more, or the individual person they're representing,
Like
whatever.
Paul Heyman in the old days,
Yeah.
when he walked around with a house cordless phone claiming it was a cell phone. You remember that?
Yes.
And he would hit people with it?
And that fucking ridiculous hair.
Yes. Oh, shit. Fuck, now what are we doing? Oh, yeah. NXT. We got probably what'll be a quick recap because not much happened. Well, let me refresh your memory. It opened with a Gargano promo, and I'm a Johnny Gargano fan, but it almost like exposed him. I'm like, hold on a second, he's not that good. He's not that good on the mic.
Get the bike away from him.
He's just a good wrestler. Take that thing out of his hand now. I was like, wow,
It's a pipe bomb for his career.
He's not so great. You know what I mean? I'll be damned. But just
So I wasn't the only one that thought that went
No.
on and on.
Yeah,
and on.
it was too long.
It's like he's
did
not.
some creative grammar. Got a little extemporaneous on the English.
No.
But he's back. He's happy to be back. Everybody likes him. I like him too. Oh yeah, and he had his wife with him. If that matters to anybody.
No. Well, of course they're together, and he's
they're
back. So.
A wrestling couple and the same thing. I get it.
Yep, she's Mrs. Johnny Wrestling. She's Candace Wrestling. Sorry.
She is. They were calling her that. We got Ricochet versus Fabian Eichner, who I never heard of, but
Yeah, me neither.
Fabio?
He was pretty fucking good, actually. That
Yeah.
that Eichner guy was good. He should be around more. I just
He's one of the new ones coming up to take place of all the people who just left. So if he's good enough, he'll
probably be around then. He looked good.
Yep.
I got
I gave this match a B. And
I
weird
didn't
note,
grade it.
let's get high with Ricochet.
I just
guy's higher than a giraffe's ass.
note other than Eichner is good that says nice action, so that means it was pretty good fight all around.
Yeah,
And-
it wasn't bad.
Once again, could find little to no flaws with Ricochet in this match.
That guy. Yeah, the hottest underground wrestler. I'm starting to see why that dude looks like he's going to be a lot of fun for a while.
Yeah.
I'm going to let Mojo talk us through this next match because it was one of his very personal favorites, and it featured two of his favorite tag teams.
You know it's good when they don't even have the guys come out to the ring. They're already in there. And we've had
That
Joe
always
and
means
his
they're gonna
brother
be
Schmo. And that's right, baby. They're ready to take on the War Raiders.
These guys' names were JC and Chris.
Joe and Schmo.
It was the War Raiders against JC and Chris.
War
Joe
Raiders
and
versus
Schmo.
90s R&B group.
There's a wrestler named Chris.
Just Chris.
Yeah.
It's not Jesus Chris.
JC and Chris. Well, Jesus Christ might have been his tag team partner. Who
Right.
knows? But
Yeah.
Jesus Christ and Chris walk into a wrestling ring. Stop me if you've heard this one.
Stop them if you haven't.
Squash-O-Rama, the War Raiders win. Can you fucking believe it?
No way.
Yeah.
I am not familiar with the War Raiders and what they did anything prior to this, and I mean
They
they're all
were
right, but I'm not
another
impressed.
team.
Really.
Like Gallows and Anderson that were really big in New Japan and won the heavyweight tag team championship over there.
You may have heard of them as War Machine.
Yeah.
Or
I
you
know,
may
I've
have
heard of
just
them.
not heard of them like I hadn't until all this shit happened and I was reading the rumor pages.
Oh no, I had heard of
Like,
them.
who
I
the
just
fuck-
hadn't seen
Actually,
any
I
of
think
their
I heard
matches.
Aaron talk about them one time or something too. If anybody knows who Aaron is, let me know.
Yeah.
That guy again. I fucking hate that guy.
This fucking Japanese wrestling chatter.
At least we know he exists. And, like, this Will guy's still in question. But yeah, like I said, I'd heard of War Machine prior to them getting there. I just hadn't seen anything, and it's just a
Not sure
squash
there's
match,
anything
so it's
left
hard to determine anything. But
Maybe.
maybe they'll be good. Just wasn't impressed as of right now.
I'm gonna need to see a little bit more of the War Raiders before I really even know what the hell to say about them, honestly.
But we can say that we know the
JC
War
and
Raiders
Chris look great.
exist. We just don't know if Will exists.
Jesus Christ. All right. The next match were two real people that exist named
Shit,
Lars
the horse
and
is
Killian
dead.
Dane.
We should stop beating it.
This is Killian. I guess you'd call it a goodbye match, or his last match in NXT.
Yeah, you kind of knew he was going to put Lars over. in
You
this.
gotta assume he's gonna take the L to put Lars over, which he did. But the match was pretty fucking brutal. But I mean that in the good way, not the bad way. Like they sucked. I mean like they were fucking
they beat the hell out of each other,
clobbering
brutal.
each other.
What was surprising to me was that 75% of the match, 60% of the match, this was a no disqualification match. And they weren't using any weapons until like past halfway through the match
Yeah.
before they actually started using stuff.
Yeah, I'm
think
fine
that's
with
gotta
that.
be at
It
that
started. It shows that they can actually wrestle there for a minute too, and then I guess like, all right, enough of this. Let's beat the fuck out of each other. Lars threw like what, fucking 10 chairs in the ring. He almost bricked one. I was, dude, how the hell is a dude that big?
Thank you. I don't even need to read my note now.
Yeah, he almost bricked that one.
I love
How's
this
a dude
guy.
that big, almost not get the chair in the fucking ring. He could launch that bitch like fucking 20 rows back if he wants to, but he struggled to get it over the fucking ring rope.
So who do you think you are? Just Incredible. Remember that
try
shit,
again.
dude? He missed
Oh,
so.
try again.
The one came back down and hit him in the face.
All right. Anyway,
I
I'm saying,
remember
oh
that.
my God, that's unbelievable. That is the funniest shit I ever
We
seen.
didn't even watch that match. You just pulled it up just
No,
to show me that.
Yeah, there's no reason to watch the match. I mean,
Yeah.
they're all 100 years old. It was just
Was it Just Incredible, Sandman, and fucking
New Jack.
New Jack?
And they all are like, not really them, but their
New
grandparents.
Jack stab anybody? No, I don't want to see it.
He didn't stab anybody, but he did fuck some kid up real bad with, what was it, like chains or something. He was like hitting him way too hard with a chain. But, you know,
New
go
Jack?
figure.
No fucking way.
No, seriously, he did. I wouldn't make this shit up.
I might have to go back and watch that because I just can't believe that.
I wish I could remember the name of the outlaw
You know who told him that,
show
right,
company
though?
that put that together, but it's fucking
Mud Show.
it was fucking pretty damn hilarious to watch.
Welcome to the Chuckle Hut.
Say what?
We're going to have some wrestling.
All right, one more match and we're done with this NXT nonsense. This wasn't a very it was like a catch-up episode almost. Like, okay,
Yeah.
here's a couple new guys in a quick match. Here's the last match with Killian Dane, and then we get Candice LeRae versus Zelina Vega in the main event
we had to see
with-
Candace.
with Ref Amy Schumer.
Yep. Ref Schumer. That's a big girl.
Ref Schumer, yep, that's what we're going to call her.
But
So they got Ref Guns and Ref Schumer.
it's funny you say that because I got a text from a friend yesterday. He said, 2 cannibals are eating Amy Schumer. One looks at the other one and says, "This tastes fine to you?" The other one says, "No."
Wow.
But, yeah, you knew that they had to give Candice LeRae her, they had to let her beat the shit out of Zelina Vegas before, damn it, I called her Vegas again. Zelina Vega before she went to the main roster.
So basically, exactly the same thing as the Lars Sullivan, Killian Dane.
Yeah.
So it ends with them both holding that whole, what's it called, the Gargano escape or whatever?
Yep.
Okay, well, did anybody notice that Candice had hers on wrong and was wrenching the fuck out of
No, I didn't even know.
what's her name's head, and she looked like she was gonna cry and hurried up and fucking tapped in like 2 seconds.
Stop that.
She was actually holding it around her neck and was pulling back on her neck, and she had this look on her face like,
You're fucking killing me.
I was like, I bet Chad's laughing his ass off right now is what I was thinking.
Fucking missed it.
But I made a note of that to make sure. And then, you know,
I was paying attention to Johnny and fucking.
Johnny challenges Aleister Black, and he accepts for next week. Okay.
Yep.
That's all for that episode. They didn't get too much done on that one, but that's.
I kind of feel like that's gonna. I don't know where they're gonna go with that match. Really, I have a feeling Johnny's gonna lose again.
Yeah, I think so too.
They're not gonna pull it off of fucking Black already. Especially if they didn't call him
He's he's over too. You know, like everybody likes that dude a lot. So I doubt they'll already take.
up. Sometimes they call a few more people up after.
Especially after that
SummerSlam.
promo from Gargano, they're like, "Wait, no, don't give him the belt yet. Don't do it."
Yeah, hold up, rewrite.
It's like, you hearing this shit?
It's like Vince at wrestling. What do you mean the crowd doesn't like Roman?
Put him out there again.
We gotta change the outcome. We gotta shake it up.
Have him main event Raw. Which episode? 2014 through 2017.
It's best for business.
Like him, you son of a bitch. All right, that brings us to one of our special segments we'd like to do on the show. We call it Great Moments in Roman History.
This is my yard now.
Who's this man?
The greatest wrestler in WWE history, Roman Reigns.
Well, everybody knows he's got the longest one. He's got the longest title run in history with 2,803 consecutive days. That's unbelievable.
Hulk Hogan? No.
I would have guessed
Roddy
Hogan.
Piper? No. Macho Man? No.
CM Punk, AJ Styles, Triple fucking H, John Cena? Nope.
Not only did he hold the title for 2,803 straight days, but he also holds the record for the longest combined title run with
4,040 days as WWE champion.
Damn.
He's truly the greatest
Truly the greatest.
we'll ever see.
No wonder he's on every episode of everything.
No wonder he main events everything.
Congratulations, Roman Reigns. You are the big dog.
Alright, so this Friday at some ridiculous time, like what, noon?
Noon?
It's noon till
Noon on a
6
fucking
p.m. or
Friday.
something. Yeah.
We have the greatest Royal Rumble from Saudi Arabia. I don't know. I guess obviously it's on at noon on a Friday because of the time change, the time difference. But
Let me ask you something. Have they ever had a Royal Rumble there before?
no, not a Royal Rumble.
They've
done events
never had a
over there.
Royal Rumble there before.
Not that I know of.
Well-
I guess I can't say never. I don't know that for a fact, but not that I know of.
Well, then I can't argue that no matter what happens, it'll be the greatest Royal Rumble from
Ever
Saudi
in
Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
Yep.
Yeah.
You see what I'm doing there?
Yeah, I see.
I really walked you through that one. Sorry.
Maybe greatest is supposed to mean biggest, like as in most people, because they've never had a 50-man Royal Rumble before.
Well, what I was hearing is that they were trying to get all like ex-champions and like name people, but yeah, we'll get into that, I guess, here pretty soon.
Yeah.
They're trying to literally make it the greatest one.
As far as matches go, we got Cedric Alexander versus whoever wins the tournament thing, whatever match they're doing on 205 Live. I don't watch this shit.
I have no clue.
So yeah, we'll see Cedric Alexander versus somebody. I'm gonna guess Cedric Alexander will win. But you'd think it'd be like Mustafa Ali because they're in Saudi fucking Arabia.
Sure. And because I like to watch those guys wrestle.
Yeah, they put on a good match.
Excellent
then,
workers.
We have the
Let's
Bludgeon
see
Brothers.
it again.
Run that back.
The Bludgeon Brothers versus the Usos for the Raw Tag Team Championship.
Well, the wrestling universe as it is right now seems to tell me that it's going to be the Bludgeon Brothers because they keep like handily, easily,
The Hammer
quickly
Yeah.
destroying everyone. But we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I'd love it if the Usos won,
Me
but
too.
it's not going to happen now.
I don't not like the Bludgeon Brothers, but I hate the gimmick, and
Yeah.
I like the Usos.
Yeah, I love the Usos. Then we have the Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt versus The Bar. This is glaringly fucking obvious. It's like, for the Raw Tag Team Championship, we have Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt, Raw superstars, versus The Bar, SmackDown superstars. Huh. Yeah, obviously.
Seems like
Obviously, the Bar's going to win this one, right?
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
you missed it. You missed it. You played yourself.
So close. You hate to see a rookie mistake like that.
It don't look good on you.
Yeah,
But
clearly.
yeah, it's almost like that one's almost like you don't have to pick. You just it's like they have to have the match
Yeah.
just to change the titles over. It's
Yeah.
pretty much a foregone.
They did it quick, though. I mean, fucking, what? Bray and Matt have been together for 3 weeks, and they're about to be the damn champions. Seems like,
That could explain the squash for the Revival, which
yeah.
they were really pushing them.
Trying to quickly kind of say, hey, look, they're a good tag team because they just beat a good tag team.
Right. Handily and fast. No, I liked them together so far.
I think
just
they're
thought it was kinda quick to push 'em.
wonderful.
Yeah. Wonderful!
Sorry.
And then, after that, we have Undertaker versus Rusev in a casket match. Gee, I wonder who's going to win this.
No one wins in this match, really.
I know.
And once again, WWE burying Rusev.
Yeah, I got to give it to Taker because it's a casket match, blah, blah, blah. But I sure do love Rusev, and I wish they'd give him something.
Kind of ironic they're putting him in a casket match because they really are just kind of trying to bury his career. Like, yeah, Rusev, we're going to bury you, and while that's just storyline and we're going to, pull you out of the hole, your career is actually going to stay in the hole, and we can't pull that back out. Sorry.
Yeah, hey, Rusev, your career called. That's looking forward to seeing you again soon.
Yeah. It's Rusev Death Day.
Ruse's Death Day.
Bruce Death Day.
Yeah, unfortunately. But I'd like to see him kick Undertaker's ass and put him in a casket. That's the last we ever see him.
How?
The story of the Undertaker ends by him being undertaken. But yeah, right.
This is going to be a terrible match. I don't see these two pairing up well at all if you think about their styles. I mean, and by styles, I mean Rusev's style. Undertaker just moves slowly and
I'm
awkwardly
sure
and
that
painfully.
Rusev can help Undertaker walk on the ropes very carefully as well as anyone can.
Yeah, sure. I don't think this match is going to be good at all because any kind of offense Rusev does get in, Undertaker's not going to sell it right. It's going to look bad.
You think this is going to
hopefully it's
be
a quick
any
match.
longer than the John Cena match?
Yeah,
at Mania.
as much as I hate to say it, I hope this is just kind of a squash match. So, I mean, I guess Rusev won't come out of it looking too bad because it is the fucking Undertaker.
Well, in a match like
the
that,
Undertaker's match.
my opinion actually is unusual compared to what I would say about a normal. It's just, like, the longer, the worse it would make Rusev look. They should just make it quick.
Yeah, definitely.
Just get.
I think it's funny how they kept flip-flopping
If it's
on
a
it.
struggle, then it's like, okay, he can't fucking beat the old man.
Yep.
But if he just hurries up and loses, then it's like the Undertaker magic. It's happened again. You know, it'll be cool.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. It's Undertaker versus Rusev, and then Rusev is on that fucking asking, or some dude comes up asking him questions.
Hey,
and he's
I'm
like,
offended.
Yeah,
I'm offended.
Undertaker's
I think somebody
kind of
might be
past his
offended.
prime. You know, he's getting a little old, and yeah, because of that, Michelle McCool, I guess, bitched about some shit on Twitter, and they pulled him from it and gave it to Jericho, and then for some reason, they've put Jericho
More like
in the
Michelle
Rumble match.
McNot cool. Am I
Yeah.
right, folks?
Yeah. Michelle McBitch.
I heard it was they thought Undertaker or somebody from the office was not going to be down with that. And when they found out, oh, Undertaker's totally cool with this storyline.
Undertaker's okay with being called old because he is indeed old and he's about to make $1 million off one fucking match. I think he's going to be okay with being called old.
And he's also like real big and has lots of money before that $1 million. And he's not a pussy.
Yep.
Go figure.
Okay, so yeah, after that, Cena versus Triple H. This one's actually kind of interesting. I mean, it's got nothing built towards it, obviously, because it's like just two old dudes. But
Here's what it is to me. It's two dudes that still are like ripped,
yeah,
but I wouldn't care if I never saw either one of them ever fucking wrestle again. I don't care what happens in this match.
it's funny because it's John Cena versus Triple H. Cena like rarely ever loses or puts anybody over. Triple H never puts anybody over.
Oh, you know,
And Cena's about to be
then
gone
again,
for
we
a while.
saw maybe a new leap for Triple H at WrestleMania when, of all things, putting over Rousey.
Yeah.
So
No, I guarantee you this is where Triple H gets it back because I put over Ronda. I'm taking it
Well,
from Cena.
it only makes
I'm fine
sense
with that, I
because
don't care.
of if you believe what they're telling us about John Cena leaving for these huge movies.
Yeah.
Duke Nukem and some Transformers abortion.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think Triple H beats Cena, and because Cena's gonna disappear for like a year doing these movies. And Triple H going, I did it for Nikki. This one's for you. He was never good enough for you.
Boo.
Yeah, we didn't even cover that shit. The whole Cena and Nikki no longer getting
Thank
married.
you.
No one cares or anything, but I think it's still fucking funny.
I didn't cover that on purpose.
They're saying it was Nikki who decided to leave, but it's like I don't know how much I'm really buying that. I guess we'll see, or who cares?
Who
All
gives
right.
a fat frog's fanny?
Gives a flying fuck.
I don't care.
And then we have IC title match with Rollins, Balor, Miz, and Samoa Joe.
Really?
Yeah. IC ladder match.
Okay.
Probably going to be the
Okay.
match of the night, honestly.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's gonna be great.
I don't know why I didn't know about that. I need to pay
That
more
was one of
attention
the matches
to the
we
crap
knew
between
about,
the matches.
way ahead of time.
Yeah, fucking ladder match. It's gonna be great, and it's gonna be the match of the night. I'll call it now.
Yeah, I mean,
But we
that
know
sounds
that
fucking great.
if we're
It's
going
like
by
all
the
the good
power of
workers in one place.
deduction,
Yep.
the Intercontinental title is a Raw title for all intensive purposes, and which you would think that means Balor or Rollins.
Would win, but you also have Jinder versus Jeff later on in the card still too. So Jinder could win that United States title back to take back to Raw. So IC title could switch over to SmackDown, but I don't see Joe running with the IC title because he can go right to the main title picture, and I don't see Miz running with it again. If he was going to, they wouldn't have taken it off of a Mania, in my opinion. And they're going to build him and Daniel Bryan up, and I don't think there's going to be a title involved for that one. So yeah, I think it's going to go down to it's going to go to either Rollins or Balor. Picking one, I guess I'll go with Rollins to retain.
And I will go with Rollins as well.
I think I'll go with Rollins, only if I'm hoping that we can see the Demon again.
Oh yeah,
Now that there's no rainbow colors this week
yeah.
and everything, that
That might be too extremes for Saudi Arabia, though.
Yeah, I don't know. If
Don't
I wanna
know.
see that. That's
so
weird.
I'll
It's on
go
so
with
early.
Rollins.
But I guess, time zones and shit. But I'm like, okay, well, I want to watch.
Dude, I just realized something.
What?
There's no women on this card.
No, there can't be.
They just can't show skin or whatever.
Yeah, they have to be like covered. and
They've done
shit.
a match before, Sasha versus Bailey. or
Yeah,
some
and they
shit.
wore full
yeah,
arm
they had,
sleeves.
Or it was Sasha and Alexa, yeah, and they had like full bodysuits basically. Like all the
Probably
sticking out was like
just-
their head, their hands, and their feet.
Probably just a better idea to not do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why.
You
that
know how
just
they are
worked.
over there. The Thunders know how to handle women.
Definitely won't see any rainbow colors from Finn or Jeff over there.
No one's gonna laugh at those dudes know how to handle women. Thank you. Moving on. Hi, ladies. I'm single.
Pick a hand. All right. Yeah. After that, you got Hardy versus Jinder for that U.S. title. Which, if the IC title is before this one, which I hope it's not, in all honesty, we'll know who's gonna win. They're not gonna have
exactly.
both those titles on
They
one show.
surprised the hell out of us, and you know what? I think that would be really cool. Is Miz taking back the Intercontinental title, Jinder winning back
The U.S. title.
in the U.S. going to Raw, and the Intercontinental coming back to.
SmackDown, yeah. That would be cool just because Miz would have the fucking title again. I'm all for Miz having title again, really. I mean,
And
it
then
wouldn't
that
make
would
whole
throw
lot
a
of sense,
title
but I'm cool
into
with
the
it.
whole Brian Miz feud.
Yeah.
I say.
And I believe that was the
why
last
would
title Daniel Bryan held, too.
You let Ginger have a title if you're not gonna give him a limo too? I mean,
Yeah.
just
He
fuck
can't
it.
even get a limo. He ain't
Right.
getting no title. Fuck
Exactly.
him. Yeah.
Sorry.
So, yeah, I think Hardy will hold on to it because, as I said before, I think the IC title stays on Raw. All right.
And Jeff Hardy just came back and they just put the belt on him. I can't see him using him to put Jinder Mahal over
Yeah.
because he keeps getting used to put other people over.
Unfortunately, this will probably lead to a Jeff Hardy-Randy Orton feud, especially since he interrupted Randy Orton the other night.
So, well,
He was hacked.
yay, because that's gonna be
Yep.
pretty entertaining.
The enthusiasm.
It's gonna be bad. That's gonna be so bad.
I
It
know.
didn't occur to me till just now. I was like, fuck.
If you're listening, you can't see me, but I'm doing a dance of excitement right now for that program. I can't wait for that to happen.
Dude, careful, you're not supposed to bend like that.
Yeah, hey, I'm fucking flexible.
All right, and we have
Not
AJ
playing
Styles
limo with that
versus good old dick punching Nakamura,
Dick punching.
the puncher of dicks.
That's right, Ray J.
I don't know, honestly.
Kakenbora.
This
Is
could
that
go-
funny?
Cock and Bora. Cock and Bora.
Okay.
I really feel like they would have gave it to Nakamura at WrestleMania if they were going to.
Yeah, I kind of think AJ is going to hold on to it. And I think he's going to end up going up or doing something with Samoa Joe, like I said earlier in the show. I think that's what's going to happen. I don't think it makes sense to give it to Nakamura now. I mean, I guess they didn't give it to him at WrestleMania to make the heel turn, so maybe they'll give it to him now. I guess I can't say it doesn't make sense, but at the same time, I
The
still
only
don't
way
think it's
that
going
I
to happen.
see him winning this match is some kind of plot that would have AJ now facing this person that distracted him so bad that Shinsuke took advantage of that and actually got to do a knee to the face instead of a dick punch and actually win the match in the championship. But instead of AJ instantly going against Nakamura, he's pissed off at this mystery opponent.
No.
I think they'll make AJ lose, but it'll be okay because they'll put him in a program with Elias to make us happy, but then they'll only let it go for 2 weeks, and then they'll make him win the tag team titles with a little kid. Oh, wait, no, that's Braun Strowman, sorry.
Yeah. I was just about to say, like, dude, Elias is still on Raw. What are you talking? Oh, I see where you're going now. Threw me the fuck off. All right, so what'd you think? I got AJ. Mojo's going AJ.
I'm going AJ in a fair match.
Yeah,
If there's no outside interference from some mystery
right.
guy,
Now,
AJ.
I think if Nakamura wins, it'll be like referees distracted by something, and Nakamura scores a dick punch and a roll up. Dick punch! Dick punch and a roll up. Get it? It's like a sushi joke. Get it?
And yeah, I can't bet against AJ.
All right.
If you're gonna go against AJ, you should get out of this freaking business.
Get out of this freaking business. All right, and after that, we have the much anticipated yawn. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns.
Yay!
Wah, wah, wah. Reigns is going over this time. They got the. I'm convinced that the only reason they're doing this is because they have the foreign audience who doesn't know any better. They're like, oh yeah, this is a good guy. We cheer for him. It's Roman Reigns. Sweet.
Well, we saw that, and if you guys saw any of the scenes from the Africa show, Vince must love that.
No, I didn't see any
Roman
of
comes
that shit.
out, and they're cheering him.
Huge
Vince
crowd
was
pop.
probably in tears. Vince was probably in tears.
Well, I would just like to say that I think it's a great idea to put the championship on your quote-unquote baby face that could only get cheered in foreign countries who don't know the difference between a turd and a raisinette.
Yeah. At this point, I want them to just put the title on Roman. Like,
I do
just
too.
put the title on him so we can move the fuck on. 'Cause I'm bored with this shit.
It's like, okay,
Okay.
you win,
Okay.
Vince.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get your wish. We'll
I want to see him fight
have
somebody
Roman be
besides
champion.
Brock.
There you go.
I'm sick of fucking Brock and his half-ass wrestling style. Like, I know people still like him and they give him credit. I think he's the shits. I can't stand him in the ring.
He's the drizzling shits.
So, yeah, I don't think there's any doubt Roman wins this time.
I'm choosing Roman Reigns to win this match. Thank you.
Will it be approved?
Yes.
I'm gonna go with I know this is a surprise. Roman Reigns.
Ah,
See what I did there? Throwing the Broman.
I
Good
nearly shit
Nice
my pants.
suspenseful. Yeah. Great. And then I don't know if it's true they're going to close it out or what, but there's also the gigantic 50-man battle royal rumble, whatever.
I'll choose
And
Jericho to win this one.
yeah, say out of the 50, there's only 18 announced so far for sure, and that's Daniel Bryan, Braun Strowman, Big Show, Kurt Angle. The fuck?
What the fuck?
Chris Jericho, Elias.
Kurt Angle, does he have a son who's also named Kurt?
Yes, Kurt. Like, dude, stop. Just stop. He's not gonna be happy until he gets thrown out on his fucking head and gets a broken freaking neck again.
Being accompanied to the ring by Bletchy Blinch.
Now being accompanied by his personal home care nurse.
Wow. It's true.
It's damn true. Chris Jericho, Elias, Baron Corbin, Big E, Kofi, and Xavier. Which I'm kind of hoping maybe they plant some seeds for a breakup here somewhere.
Yeah.
Somebody turn on somebody in the Rumble. Or at
Big
least
E.
yeah. Hopefully. Apollo Crews, which... Shelton Benjamin, Sin Cara, Chad Gable, Goldust, Titus, Mojo, and Dolph Ziggler. So you gotta imagine Drew McIntyre's probably gonna be in there somewhere.
Did
too.
you say Chris Jericho?
Yes.
Okay. I was gonna say even if his name's
Jericho's
not on
the first
list,
one
I'm
after
picking him
Angle.
Anyway. Okay. I was
And then we have
probably
to have
still
a
making
giant in
Angle
there.
jokes at that point and getting all
Yeah.
the way tuned back in. No,
Everybody's favorite great Khali.
I will
Wouldn't be
choose.
surprised.
Since I was going to be 50 people, I would say it's pretty fair to pick two people. I'll go with Jericho and Braun Strowman.
Okay.
I'll go with Jericho
Oh, really? All right.
and Daniel Bryan.
Boom.
I'm gonna go Daniel Bryan and Braun Strowman.
All right. Well, between all of us, we all chose people twice.
Yeah. We either chose Jericho or Braun.
Or Daniel Bryan.
Or Daniel Bryan. Yeah.
Two of each. So
Weird.
At least two of us are going to look real stupid. All right.
But yeah, that's only 18 out of 50, so who knows who the other 32 are going to be. That's fucking crazy. Probably have a lot of jobbers, but I think you're going to get some surprises in there. Like we were saying outside.
Wait. Besides, if they surprise the hell out of me and they throw in Adam Cole, baby.
No.
Okay, well, then he wins.
No way. Even if they do bring him out there, he ain't winning.
He wins just by default.
Yeah, I wish.
Everyone just like jumps out of the ring and eliminates themselves.
He shocked the system.
He was
Wow,
born
we
to
really
rage
said-
against him.
You're not allowed to make any more comments about my bad jokes.
Yeah, so who knows what the other 32 are going to be. I bet there's going to be some surprises. You'll see some people who I haven't seen in a while. Maybe like a Rob Van Dam, like we were saying earlier, that would be sweet.
I'm expecting like Macho Man Randy Savage come running out.
Bruno.
Bruno Sammartino. It's like, send them out there. Send them sons of bitches out there.
Vince, we already did the casket match.
Yeah. Send them anyway. Put Roman in there with them.
Have Roman Superman punch him. Put him over. Sell it.
Put him over.
Sell it, you son of a bitch.
Tell that son of a bitch to sell. Jesus. All right. Get me the fuck out of this segment. So we're going to close out this week's episode with a segment we call The Abortion Clinic, where we watch a terrible, terrible wrestling match and we watch along with you. Usually on the WWE network. It could be on YouTube potentially in the future, depending on where we can locate these terrible, terrible matches. If you have a suggestion of a piece of shit wrestling match you'd like us to watch and riff on, you're welcome to hit us with those. This week we're going... Oh, you know what? I'm going to let Chad take this. He knows the details.
We're going with the
Chad again.
Tag Team Battle Royal from WrestleMania 14. March 29th, 1998. So we got this queued up on the network now. We'll give you a minute to pull it up.
Yeah, it's at the 2-minute mark, which they started the pay-per-view off with this fiasco we're about to watch here. This should be fun
Yeah,
stuff.
this is supposedly one of the legendary terrible matches. I don't remember seeing it.
I don't remember seeing it either. That's why I'm kind of looking forward to this one.
We look forward to the
I know
garbage.
I watched this,
Yep.
but I've erased this from my mind.
All right, well, that counts.
Yep. Time to bring it back. That means the whole way through the match, Aaron's going to be going, oh, no, I know what's going on. Oh, God.
No spoilers.
I can't look away. It's like a train wreck. Okay, so we're at the 2-minute mark of the pay-per-view. And we'll be starting it in 3, 2, 1. So,
See, we get to start off with...
Oh, wow. Farouk.
Farouk and
Damn.
Kama Mustafa, also known as the Godfather, also known as the Good Father, also known as Papa Shango.
Who he
Also-
looks like just without the makeup.
Also known as a dude that now owns a strip club or something.
He took that Godfather role to heart.
He wrote it out.
Oh, okay. We already got Bodacious Bob.
Pretty scary
and-
looking dude. Oh, yes, we got the new
Oh.
Midnight Express down here already. So,
Oh,
okay,
there
we're
you
going to start this thing off with these two, or are they all going to
shit,
come out
they're
at
all
once?
fucking down there from the looks of it.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
yes.
so
But no
all
Jim
in all in the
Cornette?
match, we have Bodacious Bart and Bombastic Bob.
We have the ring surrounded here. Fun times.
That's the new Midnight Express. Then we have Phineas and Henry O'Godwin.
The King and JR,
Yep.
the all-time greatest commentator duo.
And then Flash Funk and Steve Blackman. Yay. Skull and 8-Ball. Brian Christopher and Scott Taylor. Thrasher and Mosh. Robert Gibson and Ricky Morton. The original
Rock and Roll
Midnight
Express.
Or Rock and Roll Express. Good.
Oh, wow.
Uh,
LOD 2000.
Pierre Willette
With
and
Sonny.
Jacques Rougeau. Hooray. Kama Mustafa and Farouk, as we already said. D'Lo Brown and Mark Henry.
So all the nation is there. I don't even know if they're the nation at this time.
Chains and Bradshaw. I never knew that was a tag team.
Me neither.
Sniper and Recon. I don't know who the fuck those guys are.
I don't know who those
Jesus
guys are.
Castillo Jr. and Jose Estrada
what?
Jr.
I don't
Only
know who
heard
those
of
guys are.
Jose Estrada.
I'm just looking at Sonny right now.
Miguel Perez Jr. and Savio Vega. At least I know who
I've
Savio
heard of
Vega is.
Savio Vega. He was also in the nation. All right.
Oh no, is that Heidenreich? No, it's not right. Okay. Never mind.
Wait, what's up?
I forgot this is all the way back in 98.
That was
I
an
seen the
awful
back-
German-sounding name.
I seen the back view of fucking Hawk for a second. I was like, oh my god, look at the hair. That's not Heidenreich, is it? No, okay. Sweet. Thank God. Thank Christ. That would explain why
No,
it was
man, this is
terrible.
the Road Warriors with a even worse gimmick somehow.
Yeah, that's what I was
They
saying.
somehow
It
made
looked
it
all
worse.
ridiculous, so I thought it was after the Hawk days.
Yeah, that's a whole nother topic we'll have to discuss. Hawk being drunk in the ring. That's fun stuff.
And then Droz.
Oh,
There's
there is Jim Cornette.
Jimmy Cornette with the
Oh, yeah.
New Midnights. He didn't ride that one out too long. I remember that.
And here they all go.
All right, it is everybody at once. All right, we got the Godwins.
So,
Got
since it's a battle royal, does this mean like it's an over the top thing? I guess so. There's so many people in there. There's no way they're gonna be getting pins and submissions.
DOA. Are all the DOA guys in there? Because if they are, you can check out their Nazi tattoos.
And for some reason, Chains is with Bradshaw. So yeah, Skull and 8-Ball are together, and then they got Chains in there as well.
I don't know if Chains has swastika as well, but I know the other two guys do. It's a trip. No one really ever called them out on it or anything that I remember ever hearing about, but it's true. Anyway.
Ironically enough, they're with the Nation of Domination.
All right, so far we got...
Nobody eliminated.
Oh.
This is taking too long.
we got
The Midnight
lots of
Express
dudes
trying to get rid of Blackman.
just hitting each other. They're just punching. I mean, that's all you can do when the ring has this many people in it, I guess.
Well, Nazi 1 is beating on Bombastic Barb or Bob there.
So yeah, you have your dudes with your swastika tattoos. You have your hillbillies with your rebel flag outfits on. Oh, good times, good times.
Like I said, I got the Nation of Domination in there, so
You're,
full on race war in there.
That's
Oh
right.
look, somebody got eliminated. Is that Savio Vega?
I believe that was Savio Vega. Is he wearing hot pink, or is that just not good camera work? Or is it red?
They're helping somebody back. Somebody else got eliminated too.
Oh,
And somebody else just now who went out really hard.
fuck?
Too.
Where'd Kurgan come from?
Kurgan was not in there a minute ago. That dude has a
I
lot
think
of
he had to
neck.
leave because his partner got eliminated.
Oh,
Whoever
okay.
that was.
Who the fuck was his partner? Who the fuck is Sniper and Recon? I still don't know who these guys are.
I'm like looking in the ring like, are there people I don't recognize?
Oh, I think that.
Who the fuck is that? Is that
It looks like it's Mr. Ass.
is it Barry Windham?
Is
I
it?
think you might be right. I think.
Oh, it is. Okay. It's fucking Barry.
The
that is
Widowmaker,
indeed
Barry
Barry
Windham.
Windham.
Why the fuck did Barry
Oh!
Windham just come down and throw out chains?
What a bump.
Is he like
Kidding.
fucking?
It was awful.
Is he
Oh,
like
and then he
jealous that he
threw himself
partnered up
out.
with fucking? No, he used to run with fucking Bradshaw. Maybe he's like jealous.
I'm still trying to track down Recon and
Sniper and Recon.
Recoy. Yeah, okay.
There went D-Lo.
Who the fuck's
Maybe
that
there's
guy?
a guy
Oh,
with
he's one
the
of
neon
those.
green.
Yeah, who's the guy with the neon green? Good question.
Guy in the neon green. Let me see.
Is that
it-
Recon?
I would guess it was like. No, that's fucking Brian Christopher.
Oh, it is. Yeah, you're right. I never even seen Scott anywhere.
He might be
Scotty
one
too
of the
high.
ones who immediately got knocked out.
Yeah.
Doesn't that mean that the other teammate has to?
I thought it was one at a time. Maybe not.
We'll just watch the next elimination and
Maybe
see if anyone
maybe
else had
Kurgan
to
was
go.
like Recon or Sniper back then. Or
Okay,
something.
that was
Ricky Morton.
Ricky.
Who the fuck is
Yep.
that? Oh,
Sure
yeah.
enough.
Who was that trying to eliminate fucking Sparky Plug there?
So if one dude gets knocked out, the other dude has to also go. Okay.
Headbangers trying to take out the new
So
Midnight
who
Express.
is Brian Christopher in there with? Who's his tag team partner?
It's supposed to be Scotty too. How
It doesn't matter because he's dead now. Well, then I
Oh, it
wonder
must be
if-
him over there in the corner with Animal.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep.
Headbangers are gone.
Well, admittedly, I mean, I don't know if it's like one of the worst matches I've ever seen, but it's literally just people standing there punching each other.
Yeah, this is boring.
There's no action. I wouldn't say it's like
And there's like absolutely no
legendarily
fucking
bad.
spots in it. It literally is just
There
all kicks
hasn't
and punches.
been a spot yet. I haven't seen a spot of any kind.
Has anybody done a fucking slam of any type?
I don't think so.
Suplex? Any actual wrestling move?
That was indeed Scotty Too Hottie. He just wasn't
Yep.
wearing
I think this is
color coordinated gear.
Yeah, this is back
Just
when he
some-
was
thing to make LOD 2000
Too sexy or whatever.
Scott Taylor.
look good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I guess I can see why this is considered a bit. Oh yeah.
Okay, well, that was
pretty
awful.
fucking terrible. You fucking idiot.
That was really embarrassing for all parties involved, for sure.
Let's try again. Regroup.
It's like, can we? Hey, a slam. We seen a body slam just now.
We don't.
Boom. Let the action begin.
Man, other than
This is gonna come down
LOD,
to. I was gonna say, this is gonna come down to LOD and fucking bombastic.
Look at all
Bob
these
and
other-
Bodacious Bart.
The Midnights. New Midnights.
awesome Hall of Famers in there, other than LOD 2000.
Give it like 20 years, Phineas and fucking Henry will be in there. They're running out of people to put in. They need to stop putting so many people in. It's like maybe cut down the class size to like 5.
I think it shouldn't have to be a minimum number. It's just whoever gets chosen that year, whoever votes or whatever.
Like I
when
said,
you have
they're
a
gonna
minimum
run out.
number, exactly, and it waters it
It needs to
down.
be a maximum number. That's what it is. And it needs to be like 5. Oh, look. He finally eliminated him like he was supposed to.
You got to get out now, dude.
That dude still took it like ass, too.
That's what the referee's trying to tell him. Oh, he got back in the ring. Now, after being eliminated, are they going to say both the Godwins are eliminated now?
I guess. Fuck. It's like they broke
No,
character.
they're
right
leaving
there. Like
now.
they
I
weren't even
guess
supposed
they
to do
just
it or
wanted
some
to-
shit.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh.
What was going
Yeah, I
on
told you it was going to be LOD versus fucking these two jerk-offs.
New Midnights.
The fuck?
But the Godwins get to come back in because they were eliminated by people that were eliminated.
No, they're eliminated. They're just being dicks.
Oh,
before
they just
leave.
wanted to get on in there and hit them with their slot buckets.
Yeah. They want LOD to lose is what it is. They must have been in a feud at the time or something.
I kind of thought this was going to be more of a piece of shit than this, but this is all right. It's still a piece of shit.
And it's Sunny in her prime, too.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's still a piece of shit. It just
Enjoy
doesn't
that.
smell as bad as we thought it would.
yeah, it's like, I mean, it's still shit. It's just,
It's like that white shit.
okay, well, that was the most unconvincing execution ever, but
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, it's like that dried up white dog shit.
Bombastic
Doesn't
ball.
really smell it that much anymore, but it's still shit.
I don't know what Cornette's yelling about, but I'm sure it was funny.
Oh, here comes Animal. Oh, wait, no, that's Hawk. My bad.
Yeah, you can.
I know. We'll have them shave off their crazy hair.
You can tell it's Hawk because he smells like beer.
Smell alcohol abuse.
Hawk?
Nah, it's me, very tired.
You had to mention him. We talked about it earlier. Shortly.
We discussed this.
We had a very short conversation about it.
Oh, like
Very
that short clothesline.
Fuck you guys.
Very short conversation. We'll cover that shortly.
I've had it up to here with him. Oh, that's a visual gag. That's not going to go over on the podcast very well, but you guys can chuckle.
LOD 2000 celebrating.
Yeah, LOD wins.
We were making offensive jokes about a person who just died and missed the finish. That sounds like something that we would do.
Yep. Too soon. No, not
It
really.
was too soon to watch this match, I think.
Yeah. I'm more distraught about what I just viewed.
I literally almost want to choose a different one. But that's just because I don't like
It's almost
myself.
sad to look at Sunny now, or look at her, what she was then, and look at her now.
Yeah, I try not to do that. I just live in the past with this one.
Have you seen
Here
my
comes your
video?
high impact replay. Oh, wow, that was
Those
just.
were ugly.
I'm like, all right, let's go get smashed, fellas. Woohoo! Beers are on me, and some semen eventually.
I did porno. Have you seen or heard her like at all?
No,
in the past
not
couple of
in
years.
forever, and I don't want to watch her porno either. I'm happy to just remember her as the hot wrestling chick.
It's fucking hilarious.
Well, that's a shame. Because that girl should never be hilarious. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that quaalude of a match we just watched. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for bedtime after that one.
Yeah, that was the lullaby, so to speak.
Yeah, it's a good thing we changed the order and we did our picks and everything before that thing, because now it's like nap time for everybody. But it's going to do it for episode 2 of High Marks. I am Whiz.
Mojo.
Cheez, man.
Appreciate y'all listening. Check us out next week and take us out, Mitch.
I play golf. I'm not good at golf. I never got a hole in one, but I did hit a guy. And that's way more satisfying.